Okay, we are back in session and have exited our executive session. And in our executive session, we talked about several topics, and one of them is the upcoming referendum. Another one is voting and selecting our bidders, our contractors that are going to have bid on repairing the dam. We had 4 bids come in. Unfortunately, we cannot release the name to whom we're voting for tonight because they have not been awarded yet. So we will vote on the one that we talked about in executive session. We are also going to vote on how we are going to administer the referendum, as far as, is it a special tax, which would come out with a mill rate based on the assessment of members' homes, or if we are going to go with a benefit assessment, and sometimes called a special assessment, which is a flat rate fee to all the homes. Initially, that was the model we were going to pursue. And after looking at the legalities and trying to choose whether somebody has an attached lot or not attached lot, it really didn't conform to consistency. And so the benefit asset assessment, the flat rate, fell into question. So we will vote on that as well tonight. So that's the structure of the referendum. And we will also vote on whether we will offer the membership $50,000 from the unallocated reserves, our capitals, as an option to offset the referendum for repairing the dam. Did I miss anything in describing what we talked about? Did I cover, you think, enough for the community? All right. So,
Lori, this is Dave. I just want to state that, with respect to the referendum, we need a positive vote on the referendum, because I don't see an alternative to not fixing the dam. Because if the community does not pass the referendum, we still have a state mandate to fix the dam. So
yes,
I think it needs to be positive.
And I do too, Dave. And I think that, we have sent home several times in our information packets that we are subject to $1,000 fine a day. We are currently in talks with our insurance company, and we may lose insurance. And if we do not complete the mandate that the state has put upon us to repair this dam, DEEP will come in and do it themselves, and they will charge us not only for the repair, but for the use of their people. So it would probably be close to twice as much as what this repair that we're recommending. So, and I also want everybody to know that we did get 4 qualified bids. And once the bid is awarded to the contractor, those bids are open to anybody that would like to look at them or view them. But right now we have to keep that confidential. Okay. I think we got most of what we had to say out. Shall we move into the first vote? Mm-hmm. So that would be for the lowest qualified bidder. Can I have a motion to vote on the contractor that was the lowest qualified bidder?
A motion that we accept the lowest qualified bidder.
I second the motion.
Is there any discussion? Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Are there any nays? Any abstentions? Okay, well, congratulations to our lowest qualified bidder. The motion passes. So now we'll do the special tax versus the benefit assessment, which would be the flat rate referendum per household. Can I have a motion to vote on a special tax?
Make a motion to vote on a special tax.
I second that motion.
Okay, no discussion? Any discussion? Great. So the motion on the table is to go with the special tax, which is based on our mill rate and the assessed values of people's homes for the referendum.
Properties, assessed value of people's properties,
What did I say?
homes.
Oh, okay,
Because they were
properties, okay, thank you.
Mhm.
The assessed
Sorry,
value
Dave.
of people's properties. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any abstentions? Any nays? Great. Okay, the motion passes to go with the special tax. We are not going to go with the benefit assessment, or should we vote on that as well? I mean, we can't, we just put this one in, so. So we are going to go with the mill rate, and the assessed value of people's homes. Okay, and our last vote would be to use 50,000 of our approximate 114 unallocated funds as an option to the members on the referendum.
So I'll make a motion, Lori, to add an option for our voters to utilize $50,000 from our unallocated funds during the referendum choice. I have two choices. One for the referendum and one for utilization of the 50,000.
Is there a second?
Second, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. And I am asking if there's discussion, and I know there shouldn't be discussion, so.
Lord, I just want to make a point that in the event that we find alternative funding, which we have been pursuing, that we would consider replacing some of the money back into the reserves, as well as what, in the future, what we'll do with that funding.
Right.
Thank you. So the motion is to provide an option on the referendum of using $50,000 from our reserves to offset the funding, or the mill rate, if you will, because it will be based on a mill rate, of the costs to the members for the referendum. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any nays? Any abstentions? Motion passes. Okay, well. Oh, we're not done yet.
That was a lot.
It was a lot, but we knew that this meeting was going to have a lot. And actually, I want to thank everybody for really coming together and like coming out with some conclusiveness. It's very helpful. So I just want to talk really quick, moving into a totally different subject here. I'm on new business. And you guys may not have seen this, but there was a 2-page agenda. And unless you downloaded the agenda, you wouldn't have seen it. So I try to keep it on 1 page. This one went out as 2 pages. So I wanted to talk quickly about the rules and regs. I know they need an overhaul. We've been talking about overhauling them for a couple years now. But right now, we just put up signs all over that says the beaches close at 10 o'clock. The rules and regs say they close at midnight. The boats on the racks, March 15th, they say April 1st. So these glaring ones, I mean, this is pretty, it needs an overhaul, but these glaring ones that people constantly ask about, I think we should just change them. I mean, right now, it's a matter of a vote. Yes, let's change them. We change them and then we come back and overhaul it. But, so I'm on boat rack rules. So number 2 says boats are allowed on boat racks from April 1st to October 31st. Since I have lived here and I'm going in my 6th year, it has been March 15th to November 15th, which contradicts our rules and regs. So I would like to change that. That's one. Number 5 says all boats must be removed from boat racks and beaches by October 31st. So I would like to change number 5 to say November 15th. And number 6 says any boats remaining after the above date will be removed and placed at the ball field per our bylaws. It's not in our bylaws, number 1. And number 2, we move them to Second Beach. So I would like to change number 6. And then on the last page, it says beaches and association properties are closed from midnight to 6 a.m. I would like to change that to beaches and association properties are closed from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and no overnight parking. Does anybody disagree with any of those things?
Quick one.
Lori, I just have a question on the 10 p.m. Do we have to also specify except for when we have sanctioned events?
Yes. Thank you, Chris. Hold on.
That was my
Except
question.
sanction, well, I'll show you the verbiage before I actually put it into.
That's
events.
the only question I had. Over.
Thank you. That was a good one. Anything else? And if you want me to repeat them again, I will. Most of them are boats on the racks and it's the dates and then the other one's the ball field, which is Second Beach, and it's not in our bylaws.
I
And
make
then
a
the-
motion.
But don't they-
Oh, sorry.
Don't they stay on Second Beach until the beginning of the next season when they're disposed or available? Like, isn't it more specific?
So
they-
they go to Second Beach and it's a free, and they're free for the
Free for
take.
all.
Oh, okay.
Free.
Well, then I think maybe something about that needs to be in the rules of regs, that
Okay.
they're free for the taking. Because you know,
Okay, I'm putting it in there, Nancy. So I'll send you guys all the verbiage before I do it in case this is good because I would have forgot those little things. And
Lori-
free taking, what? Mhm.
It already says that we're supposed to have our addresses on the vessel itself, right? That's the rules and regs already says that. Because
Yeah.
last year when I was pulling
no, they
Stuff
took
off.
that out.
when I was pulling stuff off the racks, I just dropped it at their front yard. Like I found there was like 3 boats that had labels on them, and I just put them in the front yard, and it was fine, and nobody said anything. And then there was one guy who yelled at me because, it was the date, which we're clarifying, which is perfect.
And I think maybe, to that point, Craig, maybe we
Mhm.
say the weekend of the 15th,
Yeah.
depending on volunteers. Right? Because I think how it turned out, we
The
didn't.
weekend closest to the 15th or whatever. Like you have to be very specific because
Yeah, I'll think of the right wording.
Yeah.
And I'll send it out.
On or after, or before.
yes,
date.
before, because that's what he said. I had
Before.
till the end of what his argument was. I had till the end of the day, and I said, "Well, I'm here at noon." So,
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, so
before the
before.
right.
okay. So that was a good
And-
point.
Yeah, and
And-
if you even want to get crazy specific, just say midnight of whatever, and then there's no ambiguity.
Well, I'll just say before the 15th.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying. You want to? It
15th.
doesn't hurt to be specific.
So number 1 actually says, Craig, all boats must be clearly marked with owner's name and address.
Okay, good. All right.
So that's
And then,
my-
because that helped me. I mean, we're not trying to be jerks. We don't want to give their boats away. Right.
Right, right. But in the same token, we don't want people abandoning them.
Right.
Oh, and that's what happened for the longest time when they used to put them at the ball field. People
Right.
be like, they're gonna move them to the ball field. We'll just leave them there. We don't want them. No, we don't care.
Right.
And I know that Phil wound up getting a dumpster and having to like,
I remember
all-
that. Yeah. Well, I remember hearing about that. I wasn't here then, but
yeah. So that was just crazy that there was that many, you know?
and then do
Um,
we have like a statute of limitations for leaving them on? Because last year I put them on the volleyball court and I think they were all collected within reason. But if they're going to sit there all winter, do we just say by next spring we're just going to throw them out, or like how do we do that?
I don't think we have to say.
Well, maybe next spring someone will come along and want it, but if they don't, then we figure it out. I don't think we have to say, they're there,
Yeah, yeah,
for the taking, so.
right.
All right, so I'll just drop this has been bothering me for a while because the dates are so glare, and now we put the signs up for the beach closure and blah, blah, blah. So it needs an overhaul. Just,
Right.
we'll fix those couple of things.
Do we-
Anything else on that?
do we have to vote on that?
No, Lori, do you need a motion or or are we just good?
Well, I was gonna send you the verbiage, but yeah, you know what? I mean, you know what I'm gonna write, right? So do you
Yeah.
wanna just take care of it now?
I make a motion to have Lori, Lori the approval to update our rules and regs per our latest discussion.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Discussion.
Aye.
Discussion.
We discussed it.
Lori, and you
Lori,
have any low hanging fruit you see in their corrections, keep going at it. Yeah, and let us know.
well, I'm trying, I know, I'm trying, because I can really get into the weeds. I mean, look at this thing.
Yeah.
Who's gonna read that? So, but
You're
I,
just doing cleanup. You're not making major changes. Yeah.
right. I just wanna
Bye.
do the quickie, like stand in your face ones.
Good.
I don't even wanna look at the rest right now.
Take the
But-
motion.
Okay, so we were in the discussion part. So are we done discussing?
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Any abstentions? Fabulous. Thank you, everybody. And then if y'all didn't see it, there is a page 2, and this would be Brian. He
Yeah.
wants,
this is quick.
he wants to discuss
Buoys.
new labeling for the swim buoys.
Yeah, as you may have noticed, when we took them out, whoever, I think a few of you were there, the wrap, I guess when they were originally bought maybe 12 years ago, is starting to rip off. There's new technology, and I'm calling up graphics companies to kind of do billboards, label cars and boats, and I got 2 good quotes, lowest bidder kind of thing. And I guess I'm looking, one, what's the process to get acceptance and go forward with a vendor? Do I just kind of work with Lisa, Lori, just offline, or do I need to get a vote at the next meeting?
So Brian,
I think I need to do it before the next meeting to kind of get it in line, to get it done and get in the water.
anything under $1,000, as long as it's in the budget.
Okay. It's a little over. So I
This
got
would
a quote for about 1,500. For all-
Okay, so
For all
Any-
3 beaches?
It's 8 buoys. There's 4 on the first beach and 2 on the other 2. I don't want to get into too detail, but so that's one step, and I think I can kind of handle it. Can we do that offline as an email vote? Okay.
we can do it, but just for future, anything under $1,000, you don't need board vote.
Well, I'm saying it out loud. It's not that, so it's over. So how
Yeah,
do I
so,
proceed?
so you would just say to the board, hey, this
Right.
is what I'm
Okay.
looking at for my invoices or what have you. And then the board, you get the board to approve.
I think somewhere, maybe on our website, Lisa, the treasurer, I could get our tax exempt status information to give to a vendor.
Yeah, so that's a CERT 134. It's actually on the drive. I'll show you where, Brian,
Okay.
and then you can access
I'll work
it.
with you. Okay, that was 2. Third, the
Yep.
big one is I need to get in there when it's dry and clean them up and rip off the old labels. And it might need some, and then eventually get all 8 in a truck. If someone would help me get them to the sign shop or the graphic place, that'll.
Hey, Brian, this is Chris. I could help you with that and just let me know what
Yeah, I like
weekend
to
you
work
want to
with
do it.
Team Reach is quite the task. I only need like 1 or 2 other people to help me, I think.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
around.
That's all it is. It's gonna,
Yeah. Just let me know what day you want to do it and then I'll add it onto Team Reach.
oh, okay, all right. Well, I have
It's
Team Reach too.
As far as getting to them, Brian, the key should be in the shed, no? For the,
I've been in the shed a few times. Yeah, I got the code.
Crunchy,
It's muddy.
Yeah.
muddy. It's,
They're in the container ship.
they're in the ball.
They're in the container storage on the ball field. I've been in
Yeah.
there. I saw Julia this weekend. Yeah, I just want to wait a little longer. Maybe.
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe I'll get the vote first and then get it approved. Then we'll go down and do the process and get it over to them.
Sounds good. Yeah, we can even use my trailer if we need it, if it's less lifting.
Yeah, they're not too. I think we got them all in one of the pickups.
Yeah, I've done it a couple
Just
of
the
times.
8 buoys. Yeah, I think before we when we clean up beaches, it was more than just the buoys in someone's truck.
Well,
thanks.
between Chris
That's
and me,
it.
we got 2
Get out
trucks.
here, letting you know the info, and so you don't, when you see my emails or what's coming ahead. Thanks.
Nice work.
Brian,
Nice.
were those, was the permit I shared with you, was that helpful?
That was very helpful. Yeah. Oh, that's right. And you said there's state permits. Well, I think we're just gonna Sharpie those on because
Right.
it's gonna be the same adhesive look, similar to what we had. Orange bands at the top and the swim area on 2 sides in the middle on white.
Okay.
It
I
should
just
look-
want to make sure you got them and it was helpful. I can't remember if we email or my brain's still a few hours away.
Yeah, if we come back, we'll Sharpie them and we'll put some labels here. This is First Beach, you know.
Okay, and I actually have the real paperwork for that, but that was what was given to me originally and I put it on the drive, so there'll be more stuff on the drive coming along.
You got bigger things. I'll try to be light with you with maybe the tax exempt location.
Okay, yeah. It's actually, there's a blank one on the treasurer's drive. So
I'll find
you have access and it says CERT 134. That's what you need. I don't know if you need me to, I don't think, you might need me to sign it.
Oh, okay.
So, but anyway, just let me know, whatever. It's not a big deal.
Thanks.
Excuse me, but I usually just ask Lisa to send it to the vendor that I'm working with.
Or
Yeah, that you can do that.
you can do that too.
Yeah,
I
it's
usually
easier.
send it myself.
It's easier
I'll
that way.
send it to them. Yeah, I don't want to
I mean, she's been doing.
bog her down. She'll just need the invoice and then pay them, send them the check. Is that kind of how it works?
Oh, no, they usually want that CERT first. So then when they invoice you, they don't tax you.
Oh, no, correct. But when I get the invoice, just hand it to
Lisa,
Lisa.
she pays.
Lisa. Yes.
Okay.
And she will ask if it's approval, if it's over 1,000.
Right.
So
Right.
we'll let her know it's coming after we do our email yay vote. How's that?
Perfect. Thanks.
Of course.
So that's my spring project.
Thank you for doing that. Thank you for taking that on.
Oh, and thank you for everything you guys have been doing. Wow, the votes we did today. Good meeting.
This was a good meeting. I agree. Thank you, Brian. Okay. I think that was the end of our agenda.
Motion to adjourn?
Second,
Wait, we need to discuss? No, okay. All in favor?
here.
Thanks, guys.
Any
Thank you,
nays?
everybody.
Bye.
Excellent work. David, thanks for all your work with all of that
Yes,
stuff.
thanks, Dave. Great job.
Thank
you.
you,
Thanks,
Dave.
thanks, Lori.
Thank you,
Take
Lori.
care. Thanks.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Welcome
Bye,
back to reality, Lori.
Good night.
I don't think I'm here in,
Yeah.
just in body, and my mind's not yet.
Your
but-
background still says you're away, so you're,
Well,
I was visiting.
see you guys.
Bye.
okay, bye, Craig.